Another rugby player with a big heart, Matt Crow. Thank you for representing your school and the values of rugby. Well, Iona squeaked one out against Kutztown. I called that match and its result last night. I think you were there for that, Gareth. It was a tight one, a good Kutztown team, but Iona figures out a way to win, and now they'll face Wisconsin. And Wisconsin, in their first match against BC, were victorious, but then they fell to Kutztown. So it's Iona for the win. They will grab first place and an automatic berth in the quarterfinals tomorrow.
There it is. That Iona result was one of the big ones of day one here at the Penn Mutual CRCs in Philadelphia. See if they can back it up. Wisconsin will have something to say about that. Iona's in the purple jerseys.
Iona off to a roll. Good play, wide ball, deep ball. That is Mike Scarcella.
He's isolated for a moment, but.
And Moscolo. Oh, great job by Wisconsin. The ball's available. Perhaps the man who arrives at the ruck, head down, didn't see the ball. So Wisconsin, the turnover. Out to Jacob Benzing. And now Jack Russell. Russell going sideways, heading for the corner. Takes away the space, gives it back.
Nothing on at the moment. Credit this Ionian defense. They're holding the line.
Yep, Santi Mascolo does the chasing, and now to the corner. Here comes the sweeper. Oh, and a great job, a great read by number 4, Connor Buckley. Sweeping for Iona, reads it perfectly, stays with the ball, and then drifts away because support came from his teammate and allowed him.
You got it. You may have not, if you haven't watched a lot of sevens, they may have given up 70 meters there. But that's textbook defense. They pushed him into touch, got him isolated. Now they'll have the ball in their turn to build up an attack.
Open up.
Really smart play from Iona Gaels. Set piece move through the hole. He's got a man on his right. He uses him. Does he have the pace?
Oh, the dish comes to John Powers. And Powers stretching out the legs. How about Iona?
He's blowing a little bit. But like I said, you can come from 70 meters. It doesn't matter. They created from inside their own end, inside their own 22-meter line. Good set piece move. The change of angle on the hard run. Look at that. Head up. Who we got? Who have I got? Right on his shoulder. Powering through goes Johnny Powers. Big finish under the poles.
Credit Mike Morrow. He's the one who creates the space, the initial line break. And Powers starting the scoring campaign for Iona.
Adding the extras.
So kick is good. 7-0 is the score. Wisconsin, the Badgers, trying to answer back. Up high for the ball goes Jack Russell and Ryan Schiltz. Ball in the hands of Benzing. High tackle.
Yeah, high tackle. Just grabbed him up around the shoulder area. Zero tolerance for that.
So Wisconsin, a little bit of room to move, and a speculative offload ends up in touch. So a little bit of territory, but wasted by the Badgers. It'll come back to Iona.
Big Tom went Nestrom. Couldn't quite believe the hit he got. That one went into touch. Again, lineout's one of the 3 set pieces in sevens rugby. Your scrums, your lineouts, and your restarts. Important to get it right. And the Gaels do.
9 returners from this Iona squad from last year. Kind of one of those sneaky teams that could end up having a big day tomorrow as well, Gareth. Especially after getting through Kutztown, which I think was their biggest hurdle. Here comes number 2. Mike Scarcella, the All-American, goes over for Iona.
Well, you're right. It's not like they're looking past the Badgers at the moment, but he's all muscles at the Scarcella. Spreading out the workload. They're all getting it done, and they're looking after each other. A perfectly timed pass, and then Scarcella just has to step inside. Ankle tap's not enough, and he's good. Yeah, good team play from Iona. And you mentioned tomorrow when you get into the cup rounds, the playoff, the quarterfinals, you need your whole team functioning. You can't win this tournament with 1 or 2 players.
Scarcella, one of the highlights of last year's Iona team, back for another round. Certainly one of the best for the Gaels from Iona. Minute 22 left, 2 tries for the Gaels. Wisconsin yet to cross the whitewash. That's not going to help. So Wisconsin going to have a pretty good start from midfield, the free kick.
Rare mistake from Iona. Of course, that ball has to go 10 meters in the air. Well, it doesn't have to go in the air. It has to go 10 meters over the dotted line. So in sevens, that's a free kick. So the Badgers will have a shot here.
All right, Badgers. Can they get something going before halftime? Would certainly be a boost for the psychology during halftime. Mascolo drops the ball carrier after being warned by the referee. Casual defense, very relaxed coming up from Iona.
10.
Another seatbelt tackle, so every time the arm goes up and around the shoulder, it's going to get called, and it's been very consistent throughout the day. Scarcella shrugged off of a tackle, pushes the ball carrier back inside, and a knock on. So just a few ticks left on the clock in the first half, but Iona going to get another chance.
Yeah, nothing going right. Danny Flinick can't get that to hand.
Nice and close.
A good start, efficient start from Iona, but they've got one. If we get a wide shot here, they got one at the bottom of your screen, completely unmarked. Just to the left of your screen there.
Oh, the gap spotted by Buckley. Connor Buckley, the sweeper. We saw him do it on defense, and now we're seeing him do it in attack. Gareth Reese, classic scrum half move around the base.
Yeah, he saw what I saw. Philly Kitonga was out there wide, so they had to put a man out wide, and there was no one inside him. And he just rolled around, couldn't quite believe his luck. But good vision from him.
It's a great way to end the half for Iona. So they stretch their lead, and we will come back for the second half. Can the Gaels keep putting pressure on the Badgers? Halftime, the Iona Gaels trying to hold on to Pool D supremacy and their lead against Wisconsin. What do you like so far that you've seen from Iona, Gareth?
Total team play. They're all connected. They're all playing for each other. They're doing the basics well. And unfortunately for Wisconsin, that hasn't been the case. Let's see if they can get it together in the second half.
We talk a lot about a connected defense, and we're seeing that from Iona. And it's a spatial awareness. It's a feel when there's space, when to come up and make the hit, and when to fly away from the person you're connected to. And Iona seems to get it. Talk about a little bit what that means to you when you hear the phrase connected.
Well, I think the main thing, if you're a defender on your own in a team, there's only 7 guys to cover the whole field, so there's a lot of room. So knowing that that guy on your inside is connected to you, so if you get stepped, he's going to come help you out. And equally, you do the same for the guy outside you. That's when we see the best defenses work. And when you get really good at it, then you can add some line speed and you can start to really come forward as a unit and take away the space.
And a lot of times, one of the things I've noticed today and throughout the years here at the CRC, Gareth, is a lot of teams try to defend the wide players and give up a little bit of that compression in the middle. It's so hard to skillfully get the ball to the corner. As once again, we see Wisconsin knock the ball on, squander a chance there. But to finish the thought, normally you'll have a player that wants to mark the speed guy who's outside. And it's so hard to get the ball to him, you might as well stay connected and compressed on the interior of the field.
Yeah, you got to be incredibly fast to get a ball out wide, and the defense can't cover you, can't corner flag you. You can give up a few meters, but you still stay connected, as we've been talking about, and you don't break. That's something that some of these teams have to learn. Finally, a good breakout from Wisconsin there. Sheehy with a good run. Man down for a moment.
Well, Sheehy is a name we've heard in other pools. Pat Sheehy, the Dartmouth star, who we saw earlier today in a heartbreak against Navy, and his brother Pat is a scoring machine as well. Check that. His brother, Pat's brother, Owen.
Hey, he's got a player. We got to make a sub now.
Just a little bit of attention there for Michael Morrow. He is a workhorse for this team. He's in the middle. I don't think he's going to get set. Well, maybe he's going to have to come off now. That is one of the things that coaches will need to do here on day one as the pool stages wind up. They're managing their resources. It's hot conditions. The energy levels of these players with 3 games in a day. If they got a game that's in command, like this one seems to be for Iona, maybe he can rest some of his big guns.
And there goes Buckley once again, and the dish. Here comes a good sweeping attempt from Wisconsin. Speculative pass, but it falls into the hands of Scarcella. Now Mascolo, Santi, going to dish it out. DiGiorgio sent to the turf.
He thought about the kick, but didn't put it through.
Mascolo lays it back into the hands of Filikitonga. Good hands there. Sometimes it just has to stick, and that's a forward pass, apparently.
Yeah, that one went forward. Just a flat one.
Good ball movement. Well, the head coach of Iona, Paul Enright, got to feel pretty confident about the job his boys have done today. A stressful one against Kutztown, but a commanding lead here against Wisconsin, and things seem to be going the right direction.
Yeah, they've made a couple big statements here today. Talon Energy Stadium, good early result. And as a result, if they hold on to this one, they will be top of the pool. Big victory over Kutztown earlier on. And they will be one of the 6 pool winners going through to the Cup quarterfinals tomorrow.
Yeah, and you see Kutztown with a huge differential.
You happy that wasn't out? That's good.
All right, so Buckley feeding it to the try scorer, Scarcella.
Oh, right through the middle.
Buckley scored a try earlier. Oh, the dish keeps his hands free and dishes it out to number 14, Michael Hay.
Well, how good was Connor Buckley dancing through the middle? And he looks after the youngster, Michael Hay. He's so happy. But watch Buckley just on his toes, standing up. Doesn't get tied up in the tackle, keeps those hands free. That's the key. Looks alive. And Hay looks outside him. There's no better feeling when you're on the big stage here at the CRCs. Hay gets the ball. Who's outside me? Any defenders? No, I'm good to go. Try time.
Pats on the back for Michael Hay from Manhattan, New York. The sophomore crosses over for the Gaels, stretches that lead out. Now Iona can start to get a little bit more comfortable about preparing for tomorrow. A lot of rugby left to be played. They don't know who they'll play yet, but this is all but guaranteed for Iona. to sweep their pool, to go 3-0, and end up playing knockout rugby for the Pete Dawkins Trophy tomorrow. It is a great day for the Gaels.
Anything can happen in sevens rugby when you get to that quarterfinal knockout stage, and the Ionian Gaels have created that for themselves. Good go forward from Wisconsin.
Good chase there from Iona. Oh, but it's a high tackle over the head. You know, we've seen a lot of penalties, haven't seen a lot of yellow cards, and that was going to flirt with one for sure. Not only the way the arm came over, but when you use the neck as a grip, sometimes that gets the attention of the referee. But penalty only, says the ref.
Yeah, obviously no room for that in rugby anymore. The contact above the shoulder line is penalized, and she was brought down uncomfortably there, but Gaels have won the ball back.
Patrick Morrissey flying around the field wearing that black scrum cap and putting in some quality minutes. And here is a line break from Iona.
He's going to need help.
Great chase in defense, looking for help. Nobody home for the Gaels. Great job staying on his feet. That is Cullen Buckley, no relation to Connor. Here comes the Badgers trying to respond. That's number 10, Owen Sheehy. And he is out of gas.
Yeah, he's done all the running for the Badgers here. The Gaels try and steal it up the side, will be penalty. There's some tired athletes out there. Look at these boys getting up. They've been putting it all in. Sheehy doesn't want to be pulled up.
Big win. I think Owen Sheehy's out of gas. 4 tries against BC earlier. The chip and chase. Buckley. Connor Buckley, that is. He'll kick it out and secure the win for the Iona Gaels, winners of Pool D. Four tries, 4 different players sharing the love. And that man right there, Connor Buckley, had a big one.
Yeah, he was
Iona.
The little general. He was organizing traffic, did a great job. They've got to be happy, even though right now they're pretty tired.
So we will see lots more from Iona tomorrow. At least they hope so. Well, Gareth, as part of Penn Mutual's commitment to college rugby, one player that embodies the values of the rugby community is selected as the winner of the Life of Significance Award, which exemplifies integrity, respect, and loyalty. Here's a look at the 2019 honoree, Craig Puccia of Fordham University.